Hey y'all, this is Nina Stevens, and I'm in the South where sushi is still called bait. So what am I doing today? Today I want to give you an update on where I am on the garden. I finished with, thank goodness, with Josh's help. I finished the fence and got my plants in the garden, but we had some really cold weather, so I want to do a checkup on my plants and see if I'm going to have to replant any of them. So let me show you what I did, and let me show you what I got. And I'm pretty proud of what we were able to get done. Me after work, Josh after work, in between the rain. So let me show you. Come on back. Okay, so this is what we got done. And if you see around, well, you probably can't, but I'm going to see if I can help you see. Around the outside of this fence that's like 5 foot tall, we put chicken wire around the bottom, and these 4x4s, the chicken wire we made kind of like a lip and brought it out, and that's because the rabbits, if you just have it touching the ground, they pick it up and go underneath. I had that happen last year. So we brought it out from the bottom, and I put what 4x4s I had on top of the lip. And my gate, y'all know what you're dealing with, right? I'm not a construction person, but let me show you how I did the gate. I brought the gate over, and it's connected at the other side, and I kind of folded it like this, and when I want to go in, I just pick it up and move it over and go in. On the bottom of the gate, right here, we even put chicken wire across the front of the gate and made a lip at the bottom so that, you know, it'll deter the rabbits. I got my trellises up. And the tomatoes is what I was worried about. And they seem to be doing fine. I have to watch where I'm stepping because it's really soft. And I will sink up to my derriere. I even have a little tomato right there. So these are bell peppers. Then I have the squash. Those are my cucumbers over there on that trellis. I have the zucchini. Have a couple of jalapeno peppers. These are butternut squash. These are my Kentucky Wonder green beans, and they've already started climbing the trellis. So I pick it up and hook it back on this end post. And hopefully that'll work for me. So I'm pretty excited about what we were able to get done. It's not a how-to, it's how I do. I'm a make-do kind of person, and I try to figure out what works for me, and the wire by itself does not work for me here. So the chicken wire on the outside is new this year, so hopefully that will keep the rabbits out. I tried chicken wire last year on a part of my garden, but I didn't do the lip out on the flat on the ground. So just putting the chicken wire flat to the ground didn't work. The rabbits picked it up and went right under it. They're like, what you trying to do, keep me out? Not happening. So we did the lip and put the 4x4 on top of it to try to deter the rabbits. So I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to harvest now. You know, I just planted like last week, but now I'm ready to harvest. So I'm glad that the cold weather didn't destroy anything. I think that's going to be our last cold snap of the year. So I can't see any damage that was done by the cold weather. I was pretty worried because it was so cold yesterday for this area. I mean, we're talking the south. I'm not talking up there in the north in the Arctic, but down here in the south it was pretty cold. So I was worried. So I'm glad to see that there's no damage. So I appreciate you following along, and if this gives you any ideas, those of you out there that are struggling to do things that don't have a, you know, like if you're single, like I am, and you're struggling to try to figure out what works for you, hopefully some of the things that I do will help you figure out what's the best way to do it. I'm trying to figure out what works for me, what I can do. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you know, learned a few things, and I appreciate you following along. I appreciate every one of my subscribers. So that's it for me. Until next time, I'll see you later.